In the previous video, we thoroughly explored the ongoing competition for AI dominance between Google and OpenAI, with Microsoft supporting them. Just a few days after that, both Microsoft and Google made their own announcement. It's remarkable how quickly things are progressing. So can you tell me how each company fared with their respective announcements? Well, the results varied greatly. Microsoft put on a mind-blowing performance, whereas Google had a messy and awkward showing. One of Google's presenters became rattled and disturbed when it was brought to light that there was no device on hand to show a live example of what she was speaking about. The investors were unimpressed as well, causing Alphabet, Google's parent company, to lose $100 billion in value during and after the presentation. So sit back, unwind, and watch as we delve into the biggest technology battle in a considerable amount of time. The competition for AI superiority is intensifying. On February the 7th, Microsoft made the first move against Google by revealing their ambitious plans for AI. The following day, Google countered with the unveiling of their own AI. It would be an understatement to say that the two presentations were vastly different. So let's begin by discussing Microsoft's presentation. The CEO, Satya Nadella, takes the stage. He speaks about how AI is starting to transform every aspect of life. He then goes on to explain the three stages of the web, its inception on PCs and servers, followed by mobile devices and apps, and now moving into the next phase, AI. Nadella and the rest of Microsoft have noticed a problem with search. Despite being around for 20 years, search has not evolved, and some people believe that Google's accuracy has decreased due to the prevalence of SEO keyword stuffing. Microsoft's updated Edge browser and Bing will now have three new capabilities: answering inquiries, engaging in conversation, and generating new content. To emphasize the current shortcomings of search, they pointed out the statistic that 40% of people conduct a search and immediately exit the result page, indicating that they cannot find what they're looking for. It was estimated that approximately half of all searches do not yield the desired answers, mostly for specific and personal queries. Microsoft presented a chart to illustrate this issue. The x-axis represents search, and the y-axis represents generative AI. Bing's updated version will bridge the gap between these two, providing the strength of traditional search along with the helpfulness of Reddit's community. This chart is reminiscent of Steve Jobs' unveiling of the iPod and iPhone, where he clearly identified a market gap and demonstrated where a new product could fit in to fill it. I believe this chart could have a similarly significant impact. Now, turning to the new Bing, it's powered by AI that is stated to be much more advanced than ChatGPT and specifically optimized for search. Microsoft mentions that as they already have a search engine, they can now utilize their back-end web indexing and data to efficiently integrate with the latest version of ChatGPT. The new Bing interface allows for a more comprehensive search experience, where typing a complex query will yield typical results on the left and a synthesized answer with sourcing on the right. This allows for consistent results, whether asking about current or future events. An interesting demonstration was asking if a particular seat from IKEA would be suitable for a 2019 Honda Odyssey. Engadget explains the new Bing interface in more detail. It's like having your own personal AI assistant, which allows for a more conversational search experience. You don't have to include every keyword or detail from your previous search, as the system will retain the context until you reset it by clicking the broom icon. With this new interface, Microsoft hopes to make searching more intuitive and natural. Microsoft has integrated AI into their Edge browser, allowing users to perform impressive tasks such as pulling up a PDF, asking questions about it, summarizing it, and comparing it to other information found on the web. It's truly remarkable to see in action. I personally must commend Microsoft for their fantastic implementation. They've added a new Compose tab where users can generate any type of content they want by adjusting tone, length, and other aspects. It's clear that the world has transformed with the integration of AI and the beginning of the process to condense all human knowledge into this technology. It's a significant moment in history. In contrast, Google's presentation did not get off to a good start. The initial advertisement for Google's Bard resulted in a negative outcome as it showcased the AI giving an incorrect answer. Fortune reported on the incident, and as a result, Alphabet's stock price began to decline. The presentation of Google's Bard was a letdown. Very little focus was given to Bard, which was advertised as a standalone conversational AI product. The presentation mainly focused on reiterating the strengths of existing Google products such as Search, Translate, Google Lens, and Maps. The comparison to Microsoft and OpenAI's advancements in AI was not addressed. After 13 minutes of discussing other topics, Google finally introduced their competitor to ChatGPT, powered by their research language model LaMDA. The key feature of Bard is its ability to answer questions without a specific right answer, which Google refers to as Nora. And then there was the infamous moment during the presentation, where presenter Liz Reed was about to showcase a new Google Lens feature called Multi-Search, but something went wrong. It was a mortifying moment in a technology presentation, reminiscent of Steve Jobs' Wi-Fi failure during a presentation in 2010. The presentation by Google was not impressive, as it lacked any significant information and only highlighted the company's lack of preparation and a solid plan. The presenters seemed dull, and the live stream comments were turned off, which is unusual for a Google event. This poor performance led to a loss of $100 billion in stock value. Although the market is unpredictable, this loss reflects the immediate thoughts of investors. Google will likely regroup and come up with a solution, as there is no other choice for the company. And Satya appears to be quite relaxed and composed regarding the situation. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Satya appeared to have just discovered a valuable treasure, and it's understandable why he would be so excited. A significant aspect of the story is that Microsoft's stakes are low, while Google has a lot on the line. According to Satya, who spoke to the Financial Times, search has undergone a permanent transformation, and Google must protect its entire market position. The broader concern involves the potential loss of jobs for website content creators who may worry that AI has impacted their business. This historic moment raises numerous questions, including the possibility of lawsuits from news sites over the use of their content, concerns over political bias and censorship, and the potential for unintended consequences. Time will tell, and I can only hope the advantages outweigh the drawbacks. On the plus side, it's clear that there is a significant benefit in this situation. As I concluded in the previous video, nobody would have predicted that Google would be in this situation even a year or two ago. From their presentation, it appeared that they were ill prepared and that both GPT and Bard were not being integrated. So, what do you think, guys? Anyway, that's an update on the AI war's commencement, and I'm curious to hear about your opinions. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And there's still a lot to come.